Hey guys, thank you for tuning back into AdoreDaphneyTv, and today's going to be another story time. And just before we start, if you haven't watched my old videos, go ahead and check that out before you start watching this one. And don't forget to follow my social media, that's going to be right there. This story again starts back when I was in Massachusetts, and basically when I moved to Massachusetts I had braids in my hair. And I was planning on getting my hair rebraided because, you know, after a while your hair starts to get old and, you know, starts to get fuzzy and the braids not looking too cute anymore. So I'm like, okay, let me just find a hair store near me and buy some braiding hair so that my cousin can do my hair for me. No, it was not that simple, because where I lived in a city called Gloucester, no hair stores sold Kanekalon braiding hair. And when I found one Sally's Beauty Supply that did sell one, like one pack was like $8 or $9 for one pack of Kanekalon braiding hair, when it's supposed to be like $3 or $2. Like, no, I'm not. And no, I'm asking Siri what's the nearest beauty supply store. I'm calling countless of beauty supply stores asking, do you guys sell braiding hair? No,
we sell extensions, we sell tape extensions.
People don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm just like, wow, this is so hard. So I had to ask my other cousin, do you know a beauty supply store that sells, like, you know, braiding hair so I could get my hair braided? And she's just like, yeah, I know of one. And she like told me the name, and I looked it up, and it's like 50 minutes away from where I was living in Massachusetts. And I'm like, wow, I have to drive basically an hour to get braiding hair. So that means I have to make sure I have enough. First of all, I had to go and drive 50 minutes, and because it's like where we live, anywhere you wanted to go, you had to take the highway, and I hate driving on the highway. Like, that's just me. Like, I've always hated driving on the highway. I get very nervous. I don't like driving fast, and you know, people don't like that about me, but hey, I like to be safe. So after work one day, I'm like, okay, I gotta go and get this braiding hair. Yeah, so I had to drive to Lynn to go and get the braiding hair, and I'm fine. And I'm using GPS the whole time, of course, because I don't know where I'm going. It was the longest drive, and even though it was supposed to be 50 minutes, I probably took an hour and 10 or something, because I'm trying to drive safe. Get cut off a few times, people beeped me a few times for driving slow. Like, it was like they was really not playing games with me, okay? I get to a stop sign, not a stop sign, a stop light. The GPS tells me to turn left, right? And I'm the first one at the stop sign, so I'm kind of confused as to why I only see one road to the left, and I'm just like, damn. So then the light turns green and it's my time to turn, because I'm in the front, there's cars behind me waiting, so there's the pressure, and I just turned left into the street that's right there, because it says turn left. The streets are so confusing where I was, so when I turn left and I'm driving and I see the street is empty and I'm still driving, and a line of cars start coming towards me because I was in the go this way lane and I was going that way, okay? I was going that way when I was supposed to be leaving that street, whatever, I don't know. And I'm just like, how did I get here? And now cars are honking at me, but the street was wide enough, so the fact that people are passing by me and I'm on their street and people looking at me like I'm crazy and like yelling and like what are you doing and stuff, and I'm just like, and I'm looking, I'm like, I'm sorry, and I start panicking and I just start crying, because, you know, I'm a crybaby. So I started crying because I was so scared. Like, in a quick second was going through my head, like, a car's gonna crash into me, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna get in a car accident. At the moment I was being very dramatic. This moment I'm stuck and all these cars are coming towards me and I can't drive any further, and I'm driving really slowly and they're passing by me like, what are you doing? Because I need to get out of this situation. I'm crying hysterically, like I'm bawling, and I'm like, I'm saying sorry to all these cars passing by, and people are honking at me and like cursing me out. I'm like, whoa, how I wasn't supposed to be here, bruh. Like, I wasn't supposed to be on the wrong side, and why are these roads so confusing? I guess there was like an island in the middle and I was supposed to be on the other side of the island, but I didn't see it when I was turning. So when I finally reached the end, and this nice man actually stopped his car and let me pass in front of him, and I started driving and continuing with this badass GPS. Freaking Siri told me to turn left, And then I finally find the hair store. I parked the car and I just continued to keep crying. So I was so shocked that this had just happened. So you know, I called my sister and I told her what happened, and I'm crying even more because now I'm on the phone. You know, when you're telling somebody a story, it just makes you cry even more. And I'm just like, oh my god, like I almost died. I was on the wrong side of the road and Siri told me to go left, and I just wanted some braiding hair. All this for some freaking braiding hair, dog. Of course I got my braiding hair. Now I gotta drive 50 minutes back home. Like, in the end, I did end up getting my hair. I got my hair braided. I got my hair done. I did make it back in one piece. I made sure I bought enough hair so that I would never have to go back if I need my hair braided again. And I went home. But yeah, you guys, that was this story time. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for tuning into AdoreDaphneyTv. And do not forget to follow my Instagram, my Snapchat, and Twitter if you want to keep on watching for more videos. Thanks again for watching AdoreDaphneyTv.